For this week's Thought of the Week, Parshas Bo, I'd like to thank Noam White for being an inspiration. Dabaru el kol adat Yisrael limor, be'asor lechodesh hazeh, v'ikchu lahem ish selavet avot selabait. On the 10th of the month of Nisan, take for yourselves a sheep. What are we going to do with that sheep? A couple psukim later, v'haya lachem lemishmeret, hold on to it. Ad arba'as asar yom lechodesh hazeh, v'shachatu oto kol kahal adat Yisrael bein harbaim. On the 14th of the month, at night, or as night approaches, you're going to slaughter that animal, and at night you're going to eat it. You're also going to take some of that blood and paint it onto your doorposts to save you, to protect you and your firstborn. Great. We have the sheep, we hold on to it, we slaughter it. But why that 4-day grace period? Rashi explains. Lefi shelo hayu beyada mitzvot lihitasek bahem kadei shigalu. The Jews didn't have mitzvot. They didn't meet the qualifications of earning salvation yet. God gave them 2 mitzvot in response. He gave them the Korban Pesach, and he also gave them a second mitzvah, the mitzvah of Milah, of circumcision. And circumcision requires a 3-day recovery period as well as purification at the end of that recovery period. So, on the 10th of the month, they went out, they got the sheep, they brought it home, then they circumcised, then they recovered, and finally, on that 4th day, they were able to slaughter that sheep, and they had fulfilled 2 mitzvot. Why specifically 2? So, Rav Chaim Berlin explains that that mitzvot are ways that we beat the Yetzer Hara. It's ways that we stay honest, we stay good, we stay close to God, we stay holy. We achieve our goal that we were put onto this world for. And there are 2 ways to fight the Yetzer Hara, which is trying to stop us from accomplishing that goal. There are times when we run away from it, when we hide from it, and there are times when we face it head on. So God gave us a shield and a spear. He gave us a shield to hide from Avodah Zarah, to push it away. Avodah Zarah being the Korban Pesach, the sheep, was the god, or one of the gods that the Egyptian worshipped. So we took it away from them. We hid away from it. But we have to fight. We fought against the ta'ava. We fought against the innate desires for licentiousness, for inappropriateness, with the dam milah. So we had 2 mitzvot. The problem with this explanation is that there's another midrash. Rabbi Elazar Akfar says that we actually already had, by this point, we had already attained 4 mitzvot and carried them out. We had the mitzvah of staying away from erva. We were not licentious. We were modest. We stayed away from lashon hara. We finally were able to fix the problem that caused the enslavement in the first place. We had not changed our language. We distinguished and defined ourselves and separated ourselves from the Egyptians and the rest of the world. And on that same note, we kept our names. We already had 4 mitzvot. But Rabbi Matya ben Charsh, when he explained that we had 2 mitzvot given to us on the 10th of the month, those are mitzvot aseh. Those are actionable mitzvot. The other 4 were mitzvot that stay away, lo taseh. We avoid doing something to avoid getting entrenched in negative actions and avoid consequences, negative consequences. But we didn't have those actions that really shine out the fact that we are servants of God. For that we needed 2 mitzvot. Judaism is inherently, and to be a Jew is inherently to be a man of action. We'll see next week's Parsha, in Parshas Beshalach, when we reach the sea and we're between a rock and a hard place because there's nowhere to turn, because the Egyptians are coming for us, and right ahead of us is an ocean, and before God splits that ocean for us, what does Moshe do? He turns up to God and he starts praying to him, and God says, what are you doing? Why are you screaming at me? Daber el bnei Yisrael v'yisau, go already. Just get up and go, because to be a Jew, to truly free ourselves and achieve that salvation and achieve our goals that we are put on this earth to accomplish, that requires action. Even the Gemara Kedushin that says, which is greater, the study of Torah or the carrying out of it? And they end with the study. But the only reason the study is so important is because it's mevi lidei maisa. It's supposed to help enhance our carrying out, our actions. Torah is actionable. A Jew is actionable. It doesn't come easy. We were given Dam Pesach and Dam Milah. It comes with blood. Right? We are required to be Memit Atzmo Torah. We are required to kill ourselves to accomplish these lofty goals. But when we finally do, when we carry out those actions, and we achieve our salvation, what does it say in Yetziat Mitzrayim? It says we left Kisheshmot Elef Ragli. We left around 600,000 men. Why this estimate? Why not tell us the exact amount? And wasn't it exactly 600,000? So the Mechilta, the Midrash explains, the Pirkei Rebbe Lazar explains, it was 600,000 minus 1. It was missing 1. And God himself filled it in. God was with us. Once we carried out those actions, once we became men of action, God himself joined the cause and was part of our salvation, part of that celebration. That's what we are rewarded with godliness. Yehi ratzon milifnei Avinu shebashamayim, that we should carry out our thoughts and our visions, our dreams, our goals, our words. We should walk the walk and become men of action and worthy of salvation. Good Shabbos.